You might want to call Diane.
Actually, there's going to be plenty of time to call Diane after charges are filed.
What charges?
Abby's ex-boyfriend was found shot to death outside Vaughn's, execution style. But you already knew that, right? Trigger on Brandon. Did what I stopped you from doing the night he tried to rape Abby.
You know, you should call Diane, have her meet us at the station. I got nothing to say.
Well, there's a surprise. You know, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have any problem taking you down to the station and going through the motions.
You mean harassing him?
Actually, I'm just doing my job. I'm investigating all the angles, but I'm not heartless. I do know what you're going through right now.
What makes you so sure Jason's responsible?
Sam, don't bother.
No. I really want to hear what he thinks he has on you.
He had the strongest motive of anyone except for Michael, and I just can't figure that my brother would be able to look someone in the eye and put 2 bullets in their head. I'm guessing you wanted to protect Michael, so you got to Brandon first. But you got sloppy. You left his body out in the open for everyone to see, which means that was a rush job. You had to get to Brandon before Michael did it himself. Killing Brandon was justified because you stopped Michael from going back to Pentonville, but all you really did was reinforce the message that violence solves all your problems.
Hey, come on, that's not fair.
Well, hey, come on. Carter hurt Michael, Jason killed him. Brandon hurts Abby, same thing. But Michael's not going to see it that way. He's going to see it as a show of power, and that's all he's after right now. How long do you think before Michael's going to use his newfound skill to work for the family?
I don't want that to happen.
But you're not doing anything to discourage it.
What do you mean? All Jason has been doing is pushing Michael to have a better life and to stay out of the business.
All right, well, do as I say, not as I do isn't going to fly with him anymore. He sees how effective Jason's methods are. The only thing I can say is if you're going to teach him to be a killer, you might as well teach him to be as good as you are. Otherwise, he'll spend the rest of his life in prison.
Well, you sure have been throwing around a lot of accusations, but what I haven't heard is any sort of proof that Jason is the one who actually killed Brandon. You said it yourself. This guy is a creep. He could have a ton of people out there who want him dead.
Yeah, you know what? He had a rap sheet a mile long, and sure, a lot of people are going to be happy they don't have to deal with him anymore, but Jason is the only person that I know that would actually pull the trigger, especially if you thought Michael was going to do it himself. Like I said, Jason, you have more motive than anyone else. And I intend to prove it.
You got blindsided like that.
Dante's just trying to protect Michael.
Yeah, but you've done nothing but protect Michael. My God, Jason, you went to prison to make sure he wasn't alone. What more does Dante want?
He wants the same thing we all do. He wants Michael to stay out of this business.
Yeah, but Michael is an adult. Dante can't tell him how to live his life any more than you can. He's got to make his own choices and make his own mistakes along the way. That's a part of growing up. You can't take the blame.
But let's be honest. I haven't been the best example. Michael said to me more than once, he did what I would have done. He's learned by watching me, by watching Sonny, how we handle things.
Yeah, okay, but this isn't about the business. This is about Michael protecting
that's
Abby.
What scares the hell out of me is he was ready to pull the trigger on Brandon in the alley. And once you've made that choice, you're going to find a way to follow through.
You think Michael did it, don't you?
I've tried to, explain to Michael that the life I chose comes with a huge price. And after Jake died, I thought he was starting to understand, and then Brandon turns up dead.
Okay, Jason, well, maybe it wasn't Michael.
But if
maybe
Michael did kill Brandon, nobody's ever going to know because I can't let Michael get sent back to prison.
You've got a lot on your mind.
No, I understand, but it doesn't matter, Sam, because I have to protect Michael.
Yes, I know. I don't want you to do something that would get you sent back to prison either.
Let me call you right back.
Hey, is this a bad time?
No, come in. Is everything okay?
Look, Dante came to Abby's and was questioning me about Brandon.
What do you say?
Look, don't worry, I didn't say anything. I know I'm better than to talk to the cops, even if it's Dante asking the questions.
Okay. That's good. That's good, because he'll move on. He'll focus the investigation on me, and that's better for everybody.
Okay. Well, look, what if a witness comes forward? I mean, Brandon's body was in a parking lot. Somebody could have seen something.
I'm going to take care of it.
Jason, Brandon was not supposed to be your problem.
It's over. He's dead. I'm gonna deal with the fallout.
When are you gonna stop protecting me?
I'm not gonna let you go back to Pentonville,
Is that
Michael.
why you did this? You thought if I did it, I'd screw up and get caught? So you took care of it for me like you always did.
What are you talking about? I didn't kill Brandon.
Look, Jason, you don't have to lie to me. I'm not gonna slip up and say anything.
Tucker, I'm not lying. I didn't kill Brandon. I thought you did.
No, I wanted to. Wait, I would have if you didn't show
So
up.
you're telling me you never saw Brandon again after the alley?
No?
I was worried that you did it, Michael.
Okay. Okay, well, at least Brandon's dead, and the best part is none of us have to go down for killing him.
Oh, don't be so sure about that.
There's no evidence, there's no case.
Doesn't matter. The DA could easily make a case against me or you, so I need to figure out who killed Brandon before it gets pinned on one of us.